Is that solo?
Hello,
Hey,
everybody. This is the Idle Musings of the Nerd Mind. And
it
before we
is.
start, click that like button, click that subscribe
Do
button,
that.
and
Do that
give us some
thing.
love
Come
because
on now.
we got more people. We got more
Mm-hmm.
people now.
Mm-hmm.
So
Can I get a
let's keep
witness?
growing it. I'm just saying, let's keep growing it because then we could do Patreon and you could see me freak out at trailers. I'm just saying, it's fun.
I will pay for that. I will pay for that.
I'm just saying. So, hello everyone. Much
Yes.
love to you. Hello,
Hello,
Miss Joy. How
hello.
are you?
Hey. I am well, I am here. I will tell you, Richard, yesterday I was laid out because I've been running in these streets a little too
Yeah,
hard.
it's okay.
And
It's
so it took
okay.
me out. So you all hear my voice is like, what is going on? So
You
but I'm here.
sound you sound great. Don't even
Amazing.
worry
I'm in
about
character. I'm in character.
it. You gotta tell us who you are. You gotta tell us who you are, your new character. But
I don't even know. She needs a
we're
name.
go- we're gonna jump into it, guys, because
Yeah.
I want Miss Joy to save her voice for work. So MegaCon. And by the
Mega
way,
Con.
y'all, you can see the pictures on
Yes. I
the
finally
website.
posted those pics. Of course,
Tell
nothing
us
like so hard to capture all of the things.
highlights.
Um Highlights, definitely highlights. Okay, so the main thing is I was telling Richard, like, I was down in Florida, it was for my friend's birthday. So like we did all the parks and then we went to MegaCon and we didn't really I was not mentally prepared for all that of the splendor. Just
Right.
wasn't. And I
It's a
also
lot.
wasn't, I think we definitely needed like half a day to just get acclimated to the space and where things were and
Dude.
how far things were from each other.
Right.
So it was when we came in on the what's technically day 3 of 4. So any new entry folks, and I, being a planner, I was definitely looking at how they did, reg and whatnot. So new folks, people who are re-entering could come in through the front. The new folks had to go on to the back. So we're
Right.
all walking all the way. Got to go security. You get your badge. Then you got to activate your badge. Then you
Right.
get checked in, right? And I was like, y'all, I'm just trying to get up in this show, okay? Um, and
Uh-oh.
I did
Uh-oh.
like that. I mean, they did make us like we had to go through the show floor, so that was great. Obviously, for your exhibitors to have everybody walk through the show floor, but you get on the show floor and it's just like I don't even know what is happening because there's so many
It's a
people,
lot.
a lot of product. Anyway, but we were like, thankfully, I was like squirrel. My friend's like, we gotta go, and I was like, wait, can I see this? I just didn't take this picture over the, and she was like, girl, and because Steve McAvoy's session was starting like in a couple minutes, and I was like,
I
you
would
should
have
have
been
told
like,
me.
right. I would have been like, bye, bye. This
I know.
whole thing.
Her
I'm
face told
kidding.
me that she was losing it with me. I was like, I'm sorry.
Oh no.
So
Well,
much. It's so much.
I get it.
She was kind, but she also was like, girl, hello. So we did get in, and when it was in the larger room, James McAvoy, and
Right.
totally packed, but we were able to like scooch in the back, and it was great. And
Right.
he had his full on like accent coming through, and I was like, all of that. And hold on, I'll take a swig of tea right here.
Yeah, I gotta take a sip. Hold on.
Hold
Me
on.
too. Yeah.
So he was great. That was a great first session. Um, he talked a lot about, and I love that he was just really cool, calm, collected, talked about all this, obviously the different films he's been a part of, the voice acting he's done for different animated shows like Sandman, right?
Yes.
So
Well, he
it was
did
just
Sandman on tape. He did
on
Sandman.
tape.
Yeah,
Okay,
so he did
gotcha.
Sandman
I
on
didn't know
tape,
what
and
he was
he was
referencing. They were like,
amazing.
yeah, he
So
was talking about
yeah,
doing that. So yeah, it was really, really cool. A lot of people they asked some really great questions. He's very funny, it was,
yeah.
silly. So we did that, and then where did we go from there? Then I think we attempted to go to the show floor again, and then it was just like, it was a lot. It was a lot. And then I definitely wanted to go see Ethan Peck and Anson Mount from Star Trek: Strange New Worlds. We went to go see Daredevil, Charlie Cox, and
oh my goodness, Vincent D'Onofrio.
Yeah, D'Onofrio.
Was he there?
Yes, both of them there. Okay. Charlie Cox and Vincent were in the Daredevil session. So we broke and went to each, separately, divide and conquer. And then we also realized, like, in order to get a good seat, you need to be on that line like an hour before session starts.
Oh, you best be believing.
So, you're missing stuff, right? So this is why, like, as soon as I got there, I was like, I need to lower my expectations of how much I'm actually going to get done here.
Right.
And not going to happen. So we were like, we're going to do two things. We got two things done. We got those things done. We ate some food, and then we culminated the day with the silent disco. And I was all like, I was like, I've done silent disco. Fun. It was so fun. She'd never done it, so we checked it out. And so you have all these people in the cosplay.
Right.
Silent disco. Right? Two DJs. It was almost like a DJ battle. Right.
Right.
It was a total DJ battle. And then
I love it.
And every outfit. And so we're jamming out, and the next thing you know, the Oompa Loompas came in. That was it for me. Oompa Loompas. 4 Oompa Loompas.
You were done. Were you done? You're like, I'm done. I'm done.
My day was made. I was done. They were having a dance. I was too busy laughing. You'll see the video. I was too busy laughing to actually get the dance battle.
Oh my God.
Of the Oompa Loompas.
That sounds amazing. That sounds like so much
fun. It was so good. It was so good. So yeah, we were so tired. We didn't make it to the after party, but that's like, I know.
That's
again, I'm telling you, we were not prepared.
Yeah.
So I use caveat is now I am also planning to go. There's gonna be a GalaxyCon here in Austin.
Oh.
In and it's gonna have way more Star Trek folks, which was there wasn't. It wasn't a Star Trek heavy at MegaCon. Okay. A bunch of Star Trek folks are going to be at GalaxyCon in Austin in September. Okay. So I am planning to check that out.
I might go. Seriously, I might go. But I for someone who's been to like Comic-Con twice, like in San Diego, I love Austin. I love it. But that is
I mean, I know it's gonna be. I actually, honestly, because going to MegaCon was so big, I need to dial it back a little bit so I can do more things.
Oh no, it's. Right. Let me tell you, when I went to the huge one in San Diego, I was just like you. It was so refreshing, and it was wonderful to go to Austin, the smaller one, and I was just because I could see my friends, and I'm like, hey, the other one was fantastic.
Yes.
But, oh my God. And I was telling Tom about this. We walked in, right? And there was like 8 of us. And we're just like, we ready. We got our backpacks. We're going to get our action figures. We got my comic books, got my list. We walked in. We all stopped at the same time. And one of my friends just went like this. It's too much. He goes, Star Wars is there.
Exactly.
Oh my God. Stargate's there. Oh.
It was too much. I was like, I could have just sat on the floor. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. You have to pace yourself. And so how we did it is that the first day we went, oh my God, we're like, okay, we gotta go get drinks. This is too much. I can't deal with this. And they have so many awesome restaurants around because that's where all the stars go. So you're like walking on the street and you're seeing people from Firefly, from Gotham. I was like, oh my God. Was it like that there? Were you just seeing people?
Orlando, no, because the Orlando Convention Center is. Are you drinking your choice beverage? Look at you. Orlando Convention Center is giant. Okay, so that was part of the problem. was like we took a lift over there and we were on like all the way on the other side. Had to walk through a whole other show to get to the back side, and then we get on that side, and they were like, "Oh yeah, y'all have to go all the way around." So it was. I mean, it's giant. It's giant. So you were in the convention center the whole time. Yeah. No, we didn't leave.
That's insane. Yeah, and
also we didn't have. If we were there multiple days, then we wouldn't have been as attached to like taking it all in and be like, let's take a break. But we're like, nah, we're staying.
How many days? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
4 days, but we only went for 1.
Oh, that's hard. Yeah, I went 3. I went 3 days, and then after that, like, we were gonna go one more day, and all of us were like, "Look, I'm tired," and we just went to the beach. We went to the beach, and that was awesome. But I will tell you this: trying to get to panels, trying to get to the, to see the stars and stuff. There are people who've been there for 2 hours.
Oh, I know, no doubt.
And let me tell you something. They smell like 2 hours. I'm like, damn, you can't bring
we get sweaty up in them costumes. Stop it.
With that big backpack, you can't put Febreze in there. A little bit. Baby wipes, nothing.
Oh, dang.
Man, the one year we went, so there was 8 of us, right? And then we got some great seats. And then there was this one little guy. And we're like, we're all together? Could,
You're a friend in my old factory.
I'm sorry. It's like, could you just scoot to the end? No, he was like in the middle. We're like, could you scoot down so we can all sit together? Because you're going to have to sit around us. And we're going to get loud. And he was like, hey guys.
Y'all being bullied.
Like, it worked. Oh my God. But girl.
No, it's legit. It's legit. There were some aromatic situations for sure. Oh, I didn't even talk about Ethan Peck and Anson Mount.
Go.
No. So that was great because I actually was online like an hour before. And like I said, the Star Trek panels, the Star Trek contingent of folks was smaller at this show. Was way more like Star Wars. I mean, there were so many Mandalorians. I wasn't complaining, obviously. I was like,
You're like, which one pays
my boy. But yeah, so Star Trek was definitely smaller. And so it was in a smaller space, which was great because it could be like, I got in, I was like second row or whatever.
Right.
But I was telling folks, I was like, Ethan, I was so glad that Ethan was there to kind of balance. Anson was a little bit more like, I'm an actor. I take this very seriously.
No, he didn't. Did he really?
He did. He really was. Oh. He was really kind of tight. And I was like, okie dokie. Like, I felt like he was like, why do I have to do this? Why am I doing this? You know what I mean?
Yeah. It was probably his first time. Like, he hasn't probably been to that many.
No. So, because Strange New Worlds came out, and he probably didn't have to go on the circuit. I call it the circuit. When he was, in Discovery. So it's like, he's like, Whereas Ethan Beck, so he was just so lovely and beautiful. Anyway,
he's a good-looking man. He is a very good-looking man, and especially taking over a little bit for Spock. Playing the younger version of him. He is a very good-looking man. How about McAvoy? Was he? How was it? I'm sure he had everyone rolling. He
did. He was so great. And just lovely. He was lovely.
No picture with. So you probably found this out when, because I have pictures with Daryl from The Walking Dead and the girl, I always forget her name, from Terminator, the Sarah Connor Chronicles, and she was on Firefly. I love her. Okay. She's in like all sci-fi stuff, and everyone was like, "Oh my God, how did you get that picture?" And I'm like, "I had to pay."
Oh yes, exactly. I know, for real. This is another thing that I was like, because you have to stand online for that. And you got that's a whole line.
But I will say this though,
Mhm.
and in Austin they're better about it. So if you go up to tables and people are signing,
Mhm.
they'll just be like, "Come here, let's just do it real quick,"
Aw.
and they're really sweet about it because it's not like the
Yeah,
huge one, you
right.
know.
There was none
But
of that. No way.
yeah,
Because it
and
was
they're
like
coming out.
behind Pipe and Drape.
Yeah,
So
that's how it is. I'll share with you my pictures, and they're a
yeah, I
lot
thought
of
I was gonna do pictures, but then we were like, no, let's. I thought I was gonna get merch, didn't get any merch because we couldn't really be on we didn't have enough time to like really explore the show
yeah,
floor. So the whole
and
thing,
it's
I set
expensive.
it
It's
is.
expensive, and you
I
gotta
know.
try to get it
What
back.
one person, you know, what one person.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well,
But it was
you
amazing.
know,
It was really fun. It was
I'm
really fun.
glad that you got to experience it. But
Thank
next time we gonna talk, I'm giving you a checklist
you.
of like how you. It's like you gotta get here at this time, and
I
you
was too
gotta.
tired. Listen, we had done
Oh,
Disney,
it's
Epcot,
okay.
Universal
That's
Studios.
part of it. That is
I
part of
was
it. That's part of the
done.
fun, actually, being overwhelmed, and you're grabbing your friends like,
But
let's
I mean, I
just.
was already tired before I got there because we'd already done like all the parks, the theme parks.
Oh my!
Okay, talk
She
about.
took you on the tour,
Listen,
man.
she was not kidding. I was holding on to her coattails, like, okay, we going.
You're a good friend.
She wore me
You
out.
are a good friend. I'm like this. I go, oh look, there's a bar over there. I'm gonna watch
Oh,
you. I'm right here. I
was
support you.
weren't. Anyway,
Oh my
lovely, love. So
goodness.
yes, well, that's in a nutshell.
Oh my goodness.
MegaCon.
Well, everybody, please go to our website. Check out the pictures that Joy took. Because I know I was laughing and I was just like, that's her. Yup. Yep, that's her. It's just so much fun. And anyway, I guess we're off to the next subject.
Yes.
Um,
Which
Star Wars Celebration was this weekend,
yes, so much
and
going on. Oh my gosh.
I know, but it was in England.
Right.
Uh,
I mean, next time we should go.
yeah,
Don't you think?
yeah.
Yeah.
Let's just hop
Wait,
across the pond. No problem.
of
And
course.
then,
I'm available.
oh my God, we're too poor to get back. Could someone sponsor me?
Oh my gosh.
But let's talk about
Yes.
Ahsoka,
Tell us.
the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hyped. They have like new bad guys with orange lightsabers.
Wow.
Yeah, seriously, I think they're Dark Jedi and not Sith, because Sith was a
Ooh.
race.
Right. Ooh.
And then they commingled with, I guess, Dark Jedi.
Commingled.
Well, I mean, I don't know how they got together, but they commingled. Okay,
Okay.
they did some stuff. I don't know. Because everyone was not the same race.
Okay.
But
I love
I'm
it.
super excited to see this. And I was a huge Rebels fan. So I got to see Hera, Chopper, and, you know,
Yes.
find
Yes.
Ezra. You got to see Thon, the back of his head. Um, I'm you got to, oh my
Great.
God, Ahsoka, all of them.
I know.
This is going to be fantastic. And then my other favorite thing that came out is Star Wars Visions, and
Right.
it's part
I saw that.
2.
Right.
Did you see part 1?
I did not.
So it's different artists, different animation, and just animation houses and stuff like that. It's their take on what Star Wars is and different characters. It's so cute. It's so cute. So not every little segment looks the same. They look different. Like one is, or do you know who Wallace and Gromit is?
Yes.
Okay, so the people who do them, they did a Star Wars one, and you saw like a little. Oh my God, you've got to watch it. It is so funny. It's so cute. It's so cute.
So that was Visions 1, the first one.
You should watch the first one. It was so it's just different artists' interpretation of, you know, this is what I want to see. This is how I want to draw.
Ooh.
Star Wars people and stuff. So,
Mhm.
and different stories, and the stories are fantastic. So the second
Okay.
part is coming out soon
Awesome.
on May the 4th.
Ooh.
May the 4th be with you. May the force be with you. But
You know, so cute.
it's going to be awesome. Those are the two things I took away, and I was ridiculously excited about.
Awesome. Yeah.
So,
They gave like the breakdown of like Acolyte and Skeleton Wars.
Acolyte, yes, they break it down, but Acolyte, people are like, oh, it's going to get mixed in. No, because Acolyte takes place when the Jedi were at their pinnacle, at their peak.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And the Sith are trying to come back. And so this is in the past.
Okay.
And
This
it has
is the
like
thing I need the timeline.
Say it again.
I need the timeline. Like,
yeah.
where are we in the story? Yeah.
But what's cool about this is you think, oh god, it's gonna be Jedi and this, that, and the other. It's about Sith. This whole show is about the bad guys. And it's about the young ones trying to be a Darth or something like that. So wow, what a spin! Huh?
Really?
Yeah. So I'm super excited to see that one also.
Yeah.
Skeleton Crew.
Skeleton Crew, Black Wars.
It has Jude Law in it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Voyager.
Listen, I love Voyager.
They're lost in a area of space that with kids. So all the rest are children, and it's Jude Law and all these kids, and they have to like escape and go to the outer rim, like further past it and stuff. And I don't know. I'm like, this is Voyager.
Voyager, stop it.
It's Voyager with kids. That's what it is. I'm like, we'll see. But I'm probably gonna love it. I'm probably gonna end up loving it.
Yeah. So I know you are. I have no doubt.
And then I'm gonna get you excited too.
Yes.
So the one thing I am sad about is this is the last season of Rebel. The Bad Batch.
Bad Batch, yes.
I'm kind of sad. But they better do something super special with Omega. That's all I'm saying. She is a female clone. Because they have Boba Fett, who is basically Jango Fett, his father. And he wanted to raise, he's like, no programming. He's going to age at, a normal rate, like a normal child would. So they have a female version, basically, of Boba Fett, and her name is Omega. And so, and no one knew. They're like, all the clones are boys. What is going on? It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So I'm just sad it's the last season. But where else can they go with the story? So I kind of get it. I kind of understand it. But anyway, excited about great things. We gotta move forward. Next thing, coming. Star Trek. Picard. Let's talk about it.
Picard, y'all.
Tell me, you go first. Tell me.
It's like I'm savoring every episode. Like I don't want it to end. I will like hit pause and be like, oh, I'm not ready yet. Because it's just so good. They have thrown everything at this, and it's just beautiful. And I'm so happy to see everyone, everyone like gradually was added back in, and we got the whole TNG.
It's a reunion.
Back together. Oh my gosh. I do love, so Star Trek on Instagram was like, how do y'all like La Crush? They've coined it, the La Forge and Crusher little romance. And I was like, I love it. I love La Crush, okay?
La Crush.
La Crush.
Dr. Crusher.
Well, yes. They're so cute. I was like,
Oh
yes,
my God.
I can get behind that. I love it. And then I like Worf. He's the comic relief. Did you ever think Worf would be the comic relief? Like never.
He's a straight man.
He's a straight man. Yeah, but he's every scene is like hilarity with him. Everyone's like, what the heck's wrong with you? Why are you so zen? You're supposed to be like angry.
Did you see that part where he rescued by the way, spoiler alert, sorry. Yikes. Where he rescued oh
man, every time he swoops in, it's beautiful.
What made me laugh is that he goes, I've thought about you. Like did you see his face like, what the heck is going on here? And she's just like, I missed you too.
Jonathan Frakes is like, we ain't got time for this.
Look at him. Like, really? I am right here.
Tomfoolery. It's so funny. I love it.
It was so good. It was so good.
And then lastly, like Jack is obviously a mutant, so I love that.
Well, so this is what I'm wondering, and it's been on the internet. So if you watch all of Deep Space Nine, right?
We talked about this. I'm working my way. Let me tell you that season 2 was long. That's back in the day when they did 45 episodes. I was like,
it's a very long series. It is. It's a very long series. But I know. Sorry, but
I'm still working through it. But go ahead.
I kind of want you to skip to like the last 2 or 3 seasons because that is when like the magic. It's so good, and that's the Dominion War with the changelings.
Yes.
And but something happened. Like there is like they have the wormhole aliens, right? That let you through. Well, they have an evil version of them called the Paul Wraith, and when a certain character on Deep Space Nine, when he got possessed by them, his eyes would turn red.
Oh.
So a lot of people are like, is it the Paul Wraith?
Yeah. So, I got you.
Yeah, and they're just like,
what
you're doing Deep Space Nine, basically. They're doing a lot of Deep Space Nine.
They are. Surprised.
And they're like, maybe it's the Paul Wraith. And I'm like, yeah. Or the link.
They explain how they're in him though.
Well, they're spirits. Because they're spirits. They're like the evil versions of the wormhole aliens. They're spirits too. And that's why Cisco was. Oh, never mind. I was about to tell you the whole show.
You told me.
Nope. Anyway, I'm not doing it. I caught myself. I'm getting better in my old age. It's like, whoops. Gotcha.
All right. So you think it's a possession, not a mutation, or
it could be. It could be. People are just throwing theories out there, but that one makes the most sense to me because they've done so much Deep Space Nine story on here as well. And why not the Power Wraith? Because when you see Jack, how that happens, it happened to a certain character when the Power Wraith possessed him.
You already told me who it is. Don't pretend like you didn't just tell me. He's like, I didn't do it.
I didn't do it.
Well, I believe this week we get to find out. We find out.
Is this the last episode? I think.
I don't want to talk about it. If it is, I'm really upset about it.
Oh!
Why is it in like 45 episodes like back in the day? I need my 45 episodes.
They're gonna make you miss it because they can do a spinoff. Come on.
I know. Well, like, listen, if they do the new TNG, like with the new, the next generation of the next generation, like I support that totally. I'm loving everybody, but I am really loving this last season of Picard. Has been quite beautiful. So
what did you did you not like the first season? Did you not like the second season? The second season was hard for me.
I did. I just feel like this is just a tighter story, and it's bringing everybody back, and it's, you know, like we talked about, it's just like healing those things, those loose ends, those relationships that need to be, and you know, I'm pulling in so many of the storylines that we know of, like, okay, even like Tasha Yar gets a little cameo.
Yeah.
Data's like, hold on. I was like, oh my God, Tasha Yar. You know what I mean? It's just like closing it out, closure for all of us, and then we can move on to the whatever's coming next. But
okay, how did you feel about Data Lore? How that happened? Wasn't that smart how he did it? He's like, I'm giving you all of me, so you become me.
Exactly.
I loved it. He was so vain. He was so vain. He said, I'm taking.
Take it. It's gonna change you. It's gonna change you. You can't just.
It's like this tricks
you.
Gotcha.
Jordy's all emotional too. Jordy's so emotional. He's just like, man.
I know Jordy. Oh my goodness. I didn't know he was all like, I'm like, okay, reading Rainbow. That's enough. Now you gonna make me cry, reading Rainbow. Stop it. Go get your visor. So I can't.
And you got your babies up in here trying to save your daughters and all this.
Right, exactly. Oh my goodness. It was so good. You know what though? I will say this, and the whole internet was excited about it, because in Picard season 1, they kind of act like Picard was super best friends with Data, and they were good friends. But everyone was like, "Where's Geordi?" Because it was always him and Geordi, and you know, in it. I mean, they did Sherlock Holmes, who was Watson,
right.
You know, and they kind of. I don't think retcon is the word. They did justice to their friendship.
Yes. And I think that's the thing. A lot of these things are getting, you're like, okay, you've ended this well for me. Like, I now see this at some resolution that was, you know, authentic, and it feels like the actual cadence or how things would play out. You know, even with Counselor Troy and Riker and their marriage and their relationship.
How did you feel about that? That she basically dampened his feelings, and he just felt numb.
I get it. I've had time. You know, there's moments in your life you just wish you could take somebody's pain away. But you know that's part of the journey. Right. But you know, I wish you wouldn't have to deal with this pain.
Well, I think she's strong.
She is. Because she had to take it on. It wasn't like it went into the ether, right? But it's like, I got my pain and yours.
Right. And her daughter. And her daughter's pain. And, you know, and she's just trying to, I guess, keep the family together. I think that's why she kind of did it. And did what she did to make him, and he's like, I felt numb. I didn't feel anything.
Right.
You know, I don't know. It was, first of all, I didn't know she had that power.
That's the tricks up her sleeve on tour.
Right. But
it's part of her empathic ability.
Right. And I'm not hating it, you know, because she's half Betazoid. Full Betazoids can read your mind, and, you know, they're telepath, and she can just read your emotions. But maybe, you know, I don't know, the older you get, maybe that's something that she could do and dampen, you know, Riker's pain, because he was so in pain, and he just didn't know how to, with his child dad who passed. Right. Anyway, but I did find out about the daughter. So she was what, 14 or 15, 16, something like that. But she's in Starfleet. She ended up going to Starfleet Academy. She's a freshman.
Look at you.
The showrunner. It's like I watched but I'm like the showrunner. So
okay. Come on, wait, what?
No, it was like
So she's gonna be on the
behind
next
scenes.
generation, next generation.
Well, it was like behind the scenes and stuff
Will
like
she
that.
be on
Right.
like the spinoff? Like
I hope
we'll
so.
get her in there.
Because isn't it
Mhm.
Legacy? Isn't it supposed to be called Star Trek Legacy or something like that?
I
And
cannot
I
keep.
think they're gonna stay with the Titan, with the captain and
I
Seven of
do like
Nine.
him now. Okay.
I
We all love him. In
I
the
like
beginning, we
him.
were like, punch him in the face, and now we're
Right.
like, I love him.
Don't be hitting people.
I mean, I wouldn't actually punch him, but I mean, put him in the brig or something. But now we're just like, he's just annoying, and we love him.
He was yes, he was annoying, and he's just one of those cantankerous people that you just love. A grump with a heart.
Total grumpy cat right there.
Yeah. I will say this: the person who is directing this and doing it, he did 12 Monkeys on the Sci-Fi Channel, one of my favorite sci-fi TV series, and I have them all on Blu-ray.
Wow.
And he was on it, and a lot of the actors who've been on it, they were on the show, and it's just great to see how he's like, come on back. And the captain of the Titan, he was on 12 Monkeys, and his character, wow, you think he's funny on Star Trek? He is hilarious.
I need to check it out.
You will love him, and he's a big nerd too. He knows his stuff. You can't catch him. He's just like, nah, I read that. Don't even try. So let's see. Okay, we're doing good. We're doing good. So Mando, give it to me. Give it all to me. Give me your feedback.
Okay, so this last episode was like cameo upon cameo upon cameo, and I was just like, ooh, 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 ooh. Like we're just like, well, dang, well, wow, okay. It was very fun.
Did you like the episode? I mean, how did you feel about the episode? Because some people.
Okay, so that's the thing. So you were talking about. So what were they angry about exactly? Because they didn't understand what was going on.
Because Jack Black was on there, and all the, Christopher Lloyd and Lizzo, she was on there too.
Right. Yeah.
And people were just like, okay, so after, I'll just say this, people were like,
they were mad that I wasn't on it. I know.
But I was so upset. I'm like, let me make a call. We're getting you on there next season.
Thank you.
But people were like, she can't act. I'm like, okay, first of all, she's just being on there for fun. But if you read her Twitter, oh man, she was just like, did you see it? Where she was like, if my dad was alive, he would be so proud of me because he was like the hugest Star Wars fan. And she's like, I really felt like I did my dad proud. And I'm like, see, people need to shut it. When guest stars come, it's kind of like, I don't know if you watched The Love Boat and Fantasy Island.
Oh,
but
yes.
Lord, every superstar was on
fun.
It's fun. It was fun. People wanted to be a part of it, and it's kind of, Star Wars is kind of like that, and they don't take advantage of it, and they're not like every week a superstar. And I mean, even Game of Thrones did it with Ed Sheeran. So I love his music.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah.
So it's just like, calm down, people. Seriously,
I know
people are having fun but the episode.
And I'm proud of her because she had a lot of lines. I'm not gonna lie.
She didn't have a lot. I mean, she had some, and she was just happy to be there.
She had more lines than Jack Black. I was like, that's you got to memorize the lines, y'all.
Right. I think they were just happy to be there. They were just happy to be there. They were just like, I get to hold Baby Yoda.
Oh my gosh! Seriously. Okay, can we talk about the fact that they just like throw Grogu now? He just like, throw him across the room.
All you gotta do is go like, I got a turkey leg. And he gonna flip over there to you and start munching on it. Right. It's like this. Go ahead. Go ahead. You did
Oh
2
my
years of the
gosh,
force
hilarious.
training with Lou just to learn how to flip.
That's right. Get
Go,
that
come
turkey
on
leg,
over
baby.
here.
Come here. We gotta
I
eat.
love you.
Oh my
Oh my
gosh.
goodness. I know we have about 5 more minutes left,
Oh,
but
okay. All right.
I did
Yeah.
want to. I kind of, on our Facebook page, I kind of sent it out there to you.
Yeah.
And I kind of had this conversation at my friend's birthday, and
Mhm.
it was so interesting that some people are like, they don't like the season
Okay.
because a lot of the people who are like, I'm so diehard, they're like, it's all over the place. Um, but my thing is this: there's a
Mhm.
method to their madness, and you
Mhm.
even saw John Favreau even talk about it. He goes, "Yeah,
Mhm.
we introduced all these people this
Right.
season,
Right.
and because there's only 2 more episodes left," and he's just like, kind of like, "Why do you think we did that?"
Right.
You
Because
know,
he's already
and
written the next season.
thank
Sorry.
you.
Right.
Either they're going to be back
Mhm.
on next season, or there's going to be a spinoff that we don't know about. There's so
Exactly.
many different things, and
That's
I just
that
kind
part.
of want to tell people, it's like you've trusted them for the
Right.
first 2 seasons. What's going on here? Or how about this? Why don't you wait till it's finished and be
Mm-hmm.
patient? And I understand it's week to week. I get it.
Listen.
And
Oh my gosh. It's
but seriously,
It's not a long
binge it.
time.
Binge it.
We
Shut
have no
up.
patience for things, and it's not 20. You had to get through season 2 of 45 episodes. So y'all should be. It's 45 episodes trying to get to season 3. Actually, I
Right,
just started.
exactly.
You know
Well,
what I
and
mean?
then the Book of
It's
Boba
not.
Fett too. The Book of
Yeah.
Boba Fett.
So I thought. So the thing I thought you were mentioning, which probably is part of it too, is that with all these new films and the series coming out, there's so much layer and texture to it. So a lot of folks like
It's a
definitely
lot.
like I didn't keep up with the animated series, right? So there's a lot of context there that I don't know. But then you watch and you go, oh, okay, I don't know, I don't quite know what they were talking about. Let me go back to X, learn about this. Like if you are so inclined. Otherwise,
Yeah.
just enjoy the ride.
Thank you.
You know,
Thank
you're like,
you.
oh, that was interesting. It was so lovely to see, Christopher Lloyd.
Right.
Just quite lovely.
I
So,
loved it.
it was
I just thought
fun.
it
It
was
was
nice.
fun.
I mean, I'll say this: a lot of people don't know this, but
Mm.
Daniel Craig was in the oh god, the last 3. The gosh, what
On The
is it?
Mandalorian?
No, with Ray, the very first film. What was that? That was
Jedi.
Force Awakens. The
Force
Force
Awakens.
Awakens.
I was like,
Right, I'm
Jedi.
like the
No.
Squidward.
Don't ask me now. See, I don't have no brain. Yes.
But I don't know if you remember the scene when Ray is being tortured by Kylo
Mm.
Ren, and
Mm-hmm.
there's a
Mm-hmm.
stormtrooper there. That stormtrooper, it was Daniel Craig because he's a
I will be a
huge Star
stormtrooper.
Wars. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, it was him. It
Mm-hmm.
was Daniel Craig from James Bond himself was a stormtrooper, and it was just so cute and so funny, and so many different actors guest star on it, and you don't even know because they have they're voicing a puppet or they have a helmet
Right.
on it or
Yes.
whatever. And they're just having fun. So
Exactly.
anyway, I love
And
when
oh
things
no,
are
we are
different.
both available. Thank you. If you need some stormtroopers or
Right,
creature
totally, totally.
background
So
actors, Joy, Richard, we're in.
right, Mandalorian, Mandalorian,
Any series, any of the series, we're
all
available.
of it. Give it to me.
Okay,
Give it to
we
me.
better. Okay,
Okay.
we last bit.
We got a minute. We got a minute left.
Excuse me.
I know. I know. We
Mm,
have so much fun. But yeah, I guess that's what I wanted to say. People need to calm down. How can you
yeah.
do this, and just say, "Oh, it's horrible," without seeing the whole thing? If that's a problem, guess what? Binge it. Just be quiet.
Just
Don't
wait.
watch it.
I know. I have folks
Binge
that are
it.
like, I'm gonna wait until all the episodes are out so that I can
I
watch
think
them.
that's smart.
Right?
That's smart, and you're not
Yeah.
complaining week to week. I'm just
No.
saying.
I love to have the anticipation and be like, "Ooh, it's Wednesday, it's Thursday, yay!" You know.
Right. I wake up early. I think you see my posts.
It's real early. I'm like,
I can't help it. I'm like this.
Behind me, like what is 3 a.m.
I can't help it. I'm excited.
You got friends that get up that early?
Right. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Oh
well,
my gosh.
We have come to the end. Of course, we love y'all. Please comment, talk to us. We want to talk to y'all. We want to have a conversation about Mando or even what's coming out that I'm excited about. And I can't believe I'm excited about it because I was like, after last season, I'm like, why am I watching this show? But it's the last season of Fear the Walking Dead.
Oh yeah.
And then one of my friends was in it, Bobby. You know,
that's right.
She was in because they filmed it in Austin.
Yep.
And it just made me so happy to see one of my friends in it. And I was just watching it, and then she'd tell me, and I'm like, "What did you just not do? Tell me. You tell me next time. You don't surprise me. My heart almost stopped beating."
I love it. That's so good.
But anyway, yeah. We love y'all. We think y'all are amazing. Yes. Please have those conversations with us. Please hit that like button. Let us know if y'all want us to do trailers, reactions to trailers, because I absolutely would love to do that. Joy, you too?
That's an idea.
Okay. Yeah. Let's do it. And subscribe. We have a lot of people who just subscribe, and we are just having the best time. So anyway, much love to y'all. We'll see you soon.
Thank you. All right. See you next time.
We'll talk to y'all soon.
Bye. Friends.